Senator Michael McDowell.
Really, looking forward to the termination of pregnancy legislation debate that's scheduled to start today at the commencement of the other legislation. I'd just like at this stage to indicate the following. This House is a civilised House. It's a House where there is usually a fair and reasonable discussion of all issues. It's a House in which personal remarks are not normally entertained or made. And what I'm appealing for is that I know there will be amendments, both from probably a pro-life and a pro-choice perspective in this debate. And the first thing I want to say is that this is a revising chamber, and when we get to the second stage, nobody should be just bulldozed out of the way. People are entitled to make their point on either side. The second thing is that we should make adequate time available to deal with this legislation, and that nobody should feel that they are being shouted down or rushed off the points they are making simply because they are unpopular or delaying what other people want to happen. And the third point is that, we have now effectively a fortnight in which to, well, minus 1 day, in which to complete this legislation and have it back, if there were any amendments made in this House, and I don't know whether there will be in the end, for consideration by the Dáil, so that it can be dealt with in this calendar year, which seems to be a priority for some people. But the last point I want to make is nobody in this House is morally superior to anybody else or morally inferior to anybody else. And I just want to express the hope on the part of the independent group generally that the debate will proceed on that basis. There is no need for ad hominem arguments to be made one way or the other. There is no need for anger or rancour to enter into this, although deeply held moral convictions both ways are probably an issue. That does not mean that they have to be shoved down other members' throats. And I just would appeal to the House in the commencement of its consideration of this matter not to do so in a manner which is unseemly or uncivilised, or which departs from the fact that we have a duty, the Dáil having considered this legislation, to consider it carefully and to listen to all points of views on it and to examine whether it is in a proper form to be passed. And we shouldn't be deflected from that by preconceived notions as to where we stand one way or the other on the issue.